Hello everyone, it's Simon Woods, and as you can see, I'm not wearing my mask. And I wanted to discuss morality with you. Now, as an atheist, I've often been asked, where do my morals come from? Especially adding in the extra thing that I'm transgender, um, which a lot of people see as immoral. Now, my understanding of what morals are is knowing the difference between right and wrong and acting appropriately. Now, my morals basically come from the societal views which we are all more or less brought up and born and raised to understand. That is, it's not right to rape a woman. It's not right to rob a guy. It's not right to, kill people, or lie or cheat or steal, that kind of stuff. And I don't lie, cheat, steal, murder, rape. I don't do any of those because they are morally wrong. Now, pulling up the definition from Merriam Webster, if I can. Let's see here. My computer's been a little slow, so I apologize for the wait. Merriam Webster. Yeah. Alright. Alright. The definition of morality, as Merriam Webster defines it, and this is from merriam-webster.com, feel free to look it up for yourself, is beliefs about what is right behavior and what is wrong behavior, to the degree to which something is right and good, and the moral goodness or badness of something. So, basically, that means that you know the difference between right is wrong, and these are based upon societal norms. Now, what may be right to some people may not be right to others. And in fact, there are still cultures where it's perfectly acceptable to stone a woman to death. Now, to us, this is not morally acceptable. However, in their particular culture, it is. And then you have some cultures where being transgender is morally acceptable, like India. They recognize it as a third sex, and therefore it is morally acceptable. Whereas in America, where I live, America, it is not morally acceptable. In fact, it is considered immoral. So, my morals, my moral views, without aid of Christianity, come from societal norms that are considered to be good, as they should be. Now, defining morality based upon Christianity is a completely kind of out there topic, because to quote Judges chapter 19 verses 25, and the men would not heed him, so the man took out his concubine, and they raped and abused her all night until morning. Is that morally acceptable behavior? No, it's not. Not to the American standard. Now, this type of behavior, yes, still does occur in other societies, and they do justify it as moral. Just like, take for example Uganda. Uganda has now made it morally acceptable to punish homosexuality with the death penalty. To us, to me, well, at least to me, that is not morally acceptable. But to some people in Uganda, it is completely morally acceptable. So morals, ethics, and so forth, they change. They are different per society. They are different per culture. They are different per people. And therefore, trying to justify everything as one set moral behavior by God, that is completely illogical. In fact, the Bible actually demonstrates the morality of God by killing the firstborn of Egypt and, slaughtering whole townships bringing Sodom and Gomorrah to their knees, destroying the world in a flood, that to me does not seem morally or ethically acceptable by any stretch of the means. But for many, it does. And for many, they would like to see this type of thing enacted in this day and age. And that is what scares me. Because you're looking past the socially acceptable norms and trying to create normality by or morality by cherry picking different bits and pieces out of the Bible without taking it as a whole. Now, it's been my firm belief, and I did study the Bible thoroughly. It's been my firm belief that you have to take it kind of as a whole book and not just little bits and pieces. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to get the full picture. So, where do my morals come from? Knowing the difference between right and wrong. And what is right to some may not be right to others. And that's just the way it is. Religion and so forth, really, it has had a hand in defining certain things of morality, which that's fine, but you cannot claim that religion itself defines morality as a whole, because it does not by any stretch of the means. So, as always, the door to discussion is open.